I officially leave for London in less than 12 hours.
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
To start, I have just my little purse to carry with me with all of my most like pertinent items that I'll need or things I want quickest access to. And also, can we
just take a moment for this Von Dutch purse? It's one of their blowing bags. So cute.
So cute. So first I have my camera in it usually, but I'm filming with that. So and then I have my passport, #1 for an international flight. Lots of stuff that are geared towards longer and international flights. I have some little hand sanitizer wipes, like hand wipes. I have a little hand sanitizer, AirPods, which I like to bring a pair of AirPods and a pair of larger headphones. The larger headphones for when I'm on the plane to kind of tune out and just shut the world out, and then these when I'm like trying to get around the airport and still acknowledge other humans and be present enough that I can tell what's going on. Next, I got these Fly Calm patches, which are like topical patches that you put on your wrist, and they're supposed to help soothe you.
They have ashwagandha, magnesium, lavender, chamomile, L-theanine.
So this is a really cool one that I'm excited to try out. I have my wallet, and within my wallet I have a card-shaped tracker so that if I lose anything, I know where it is. That's one of my next tips. Put every piece of luggage, every baggage item you're bringing to have some type of tracker in it. My passport also has a tracker. You can see here is a credit card tracker. I have a little beauty bag, which is also just the cutest thing ever. I got this at Daiso. It was like $1. And it has my favorite chapstick, some mini perfumes, my favorite lipstick, and the best mints ever. These are such a throwback to me. I don't know why these make me think of my childhood, but I love them. Next, on that note, I have breath pearls, which you just pop one, take it like a Advil or something like that, and it helps freshen your breath. You'll have like minty burps. It's really nice. In case of a tummy ache, I have Tums, and that's also another tip. Always fly with your medication, anything, backups, things you might need, especially if you're going to a country that speaks a different language, so that you don't have to try and navigate a pharmacy there. If you have to, of course you can, but just make it easier on yourself and have the things that are most likely to come up for you. Next, this is another like tip or hack or content creation vibe type beat. This is like a little phone stand, so it has like the MagSafe, and then you prop it up and you can put it in different places, have different angles, and record, and then it literally just folds down. Ooh, let me not break it. It literally just folds down to this size, so it's so nice. It can fit in this little purse. And then last things, if you're a nicotine girly or pookie or boo-boo or anything, then have some backups. I vape, and I obviously can't do that on the plane, so I have nicotine gum and then nicotine patches, or not nicotine patches, nicotine pouches. Lastly, okay, I found this on Amazon. This is such a cool find to me. It's a like essential oil, but it smells like the Ritz-Carlton. It's like a hotel scented essential oil, but it smells just like clean, fresh, nice. I like having something like that to dab on my wrist when I'm on the plane. Now for the bigger carry-on. I have quite a bit in here. To start, this is one of my tips, is to bring a Turkish towel. You can use it as a blanket, you can use it as a pillow on your trip. If you need a towel, if you end up going swimming, you can use this. I just have some notebooks because I am going for a study abroad. In the bag, I just have some emergencies and electrolyte packets. I highly recommend if you're going on a long flight, internationally, just generally speaking, traveling, having a few of these as a backup in case you start to feel sick or you need a little hydration boost. Another tip is to always bring an empty water bottle, because airports have so many places where you can fill it up, and then you don't have to pay airport prices for water bottles, and you can just continue to refill it. Here Most of my charging cables are in this bag. Next is one of my biggest tips. When you are going on an international flight or just a red-eye in general, a long flight, try to simulate the time zone in which you're going to rather than the time zone in which you're leaving from. Because if you stay on your own time zone, once you get to the new place, it's going to be hard to readjust. So what I like to do, especially for overnight international flights, is to get on the plane, eat the dinner, do that, take my meds, any other nighttime routine. When I take my meds, I also like to take a melatonin and a Benadryl or Tylenol PM just for the sedation effects. And I talked to my psychiatrist about this, and he's the one who recommended I try Benadryl because I used to take Tylenol PM. I didn't realize the medication that's in Tylenol PM is the same thing that's in Benadryl, so like the sedative aspect. So yeah, I like to take those just to ensure that I knock out on the plane and sleep through the night. And then part of that is I like to have like a nighttime routine that feels similar to something I would do at home. So I have here a little like overnight skincare bag. Tower 28 hypochlorous acid. This stuff is a lifesaver if you're gonna be on a long plane flight, to help with the bacteria and just all the nastiness in the air. I have feminine cleaning wipes, a mini Aquaphor, and more hand sanitizer wipes, just so that I can do all of that at once and have like a little skincare routine. Next, in my larger beauty bag, I have just a variety of things. Some things that just didn't really fit in my suitcase, some that I wanted at hand but not necessarily in my little overnight skincare one. I packed a steam eye mask. These are so nice. You can get them on Amazon, and you just like pop them open and they kind of start to warm up, and you just place them over your eyes like that, and can help with dry eyes, but they're also just really relaxing. They feel really nice. I have a sheet mask. I love to do sheet masks on long flights. I will look back like I'm that crazy person that's just like sitting in her chair asleep with like a full sheet mask on. Contact solution and eye drops because dry eyes gotta go. Poopery because we like to be respectful on the plane and not stink that bitch up. Okay, this is another hack that I kind of stumbled upon on accident. So I got this tripod originally for, or not like tripod, it's like a little phone mount. I got it on TikTok shop. You push this and it like it creates an opening and you attach it to things, right? So I got it to film videos, but then I realized you can attach it to the back of your airplane seat, like the table on it, and just like prop your phone up. And then if you want to watch shows that aren't on the plane flight TVs, then you have this with your little phone propped up. That makes me think of another really big tip I have is if you are going to be going on an international flight that has TVs, which most of them do, I feel like, I recommend that you get earbuds that have like the original headphone jack, so that you can plug those in and use them instead of buying the cheap shitty ones that they sell on the plane. And then I just have more hand sanitizer and a few little things in here. I do have a mini first aid kit. These are my bigger headphones that I was talking. This is my like cleaning supplies bag. I have just like plain unscented hand sanitizer, shout wipes, a mini Lysol, and Lysol wipes. You can clean
on your table, on your chair, like on your flight chair. You can clean. That's obviously what that's for. You can clean.
And then I have my favorite pens, tapes, glues, pencils, stuff that I'll need for school supply. Another vital thing to do is to have a printed copy of all your documents. Have a photocopy of your passport, your ID, important flights, hotel reservations, traveler's insurance, anything like that, just in case. And I put one in all my bags. So I have one in this bag, I have one in my checked bag, and then I have one in my roller carry-on. Better safe than sorry, y'all. Okay, here I have this I'm so proud of. I'm so proud of. It's just a little box of medications as necessary, but I like labeled all of the medications with these little stickers. So that's just my backups. And then I also have nausea medication just in case. The Rick Steves Great Britain guidebook. I love these. They seem very old school. I feel like when I think of these, I'm like, okay, you can just Google this stuff. But there's something really helpful about like hearing the way he talks about the countries, giving a little bit of context and some fun sights to see and just like kind of orient yourself. That is my carry-on. Those are some of my tips and tricks for long flights and things I've accumulated to understand along the way. I'll drop below a recommended packing list as well as just some little information. I'll do some Amazon links to some of the products, to the comm patches, all that. So if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you enjoyed this video or you want more travel, lifestyle, beauty, fun content, please follow. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And let's see what this London adventure brings. You're coming with me.